Alright, hi everybody, it's BANKAI922. Okay, this isn't going to be a review. This is going to be a quick video, well, kind of a quick video I'm going to try to do. A couple of days ago, well, this was actually like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I got tagged for, there were 2 tags I was tagged for. One of them I'm not doing, because it's just a bunch of random questions, and I just say, fuck it. But this one I am doing. Now, mind you, I don't know the whole kind of thing with it. The whole thing, idea or concept. Yeah, concept. So this is the tag that Shoko Hockey, guys, hockey, part of the Titans of Darkness. He gave a tag out, and he tagged everybody. He tagged me, tagged a bunch of other people. And basically it was a concept tag, and you basically had to make a concept for a manga or an anime and say what the story was and what have you. Now, my concept for, and this is going to be, this show is going to be like a seinen sci-fi supernatural kind of manga. And pretty much what it is kind of similar to another manga that I recently read briefly of, called, I think, Tailstar. But the only difference is that it's different. It's different. Now, the story, the title of the manga, is going to be called Tag-Kurai Hikari. Now, that sounds kind of weird. Tag-Kurai Hikari. Basically meaning light and darkness. Or better yet, Tag-Kurai Hikari planet. Or, well, no, we'll just say Tag-Kurai Hikari. And basically, Kurai means dark, and Hikari means light. So you get the gist of this. And basically the story revolves around a planet called Tag-Kurai Hikari, And basically the planet is split into 2 sides. There's the dark, which is Kurai, and the light, which is Hikari. And each side has a king. You have the dark king, Kurai, and the light king, Hikari. Now, basically, on this planet, a war was being waged between the light side and the dark side. And the dark side really is evil and sinister and all this other stuff. And the king of the dark side sends his forces to pillage and destroy the light side. Now, at the same time, the Light King is trying to protect his people and trying to get people away and saving them and all that other jazz. And what ends on happening, is the dark side's forces, the Dark King's forces, are really sinister and really evil, and they have these certain soldiers there on the dark side that did cut people's heads off. They just kill them in gruesome and crazy ways. That's why it's just going to be a seinen. But unbeknownst to the Dark King and the Light King, their sons, the Light King's son and the Dark King's son, and the Dark King's son is going to be called Kurai Gami. Yeah, Kurai Gami. And the Light King's son is called Hikari Gami. I should say Kami, but I said Gami. It makes it more easier. So anyway, what ends up happening is both these sides, Hikari and Kurai, they are best friends, and they decide that because of this war and because of everything else, they figure it'll be best for them to leave the planet because of what's happening. And what ends up happening is the Light King gets killed by the Dark Forces from the Dark King. And the Dark King is telling his forces, to destroy everything, and all this other jazz, and try to find his son. Unbeknownst to him, his son and Hikari, the Light King's son, leave the planet. Now, while leaving the planet, I believe it was. I'm trying to remember what I originally said. It was the Light King's son. Wait, yeah, he had a girl that he loved, but he left her behind. So they go on. They leave the planet on the ship. The Light King and the Dark King's sons, Kurai and Hikari, and they get to this planet called Earth, and they start living there. And then that's when they realize something. They realize they're not actually two different people. They realize they're actually one person. And then they realize that they need, and they realize that because they left their planet and went to Earth, the Dark King then sends all his forces all over the universe to try to find them. And they realize they have the ability to merge into one being. So when the Dark King's forces arrive on Earth, they combined themselves into one being and end up fighting the Dark King's forces. Now, if this was a manga, this idea I have, and it went forward, I don't know how many chapters it would be, but I know it would definitely be a seinen with the genres of sci-fi, supernatural. And when they merge together and go and attack the Dark King's forces, and it creates a huge after effect, and they have the ability of almost, I don't want to say gods, but they're pretty powerful, these guys. When they merge together, in this one being, they become extremely powerful. And they end up going after, they destroy majority of the Dark King's forces and go back to their home planet to resolve the situation and stop his father. And then they realize that the planet originally, they find out that the planet originally didn't have a dark side, didn't have a light side. It was one planet, their planet, that was of one people and of one mind. But what happened was, the original king, they find out that the original king split himself in two. Now, because the Light King died, the Dark King can't go back to his original state. And then the son who are now known as Kurai Hikari decide they need to kill their father. Unfortunately. And then they go after him, and his powers that Kurai Hikari have, he is able to call forth this light darkness sword that is made up of light and darkness at the same time. And because of this sword, he's able to kill a majority of all of the Dark King's forces. And finally confronts his father, and his father realizes he's doomed and ends up doing what he needs to be done. And kind of proclaims he takes the hold of the throne and returns the planet to its original state, and that's the story. I mean, that's the whole premise of this manga, Kurai Hikari. It came at me as a glance because I remember when Kaki made this tag that I thought to myself, I guess I could pull this off to a certain extent. Now, there's some details left off, I know, but I gave you a general conception of this manga. Now, I'll probably upload this later today, and the reason why I was going in this route was because, the manga Tailstar is sort of similar to this story, but the only difference is that I put a little spin on it, but the whole darkness and light, and it's two kings and the sun, and their sons, and that stuff. But it's a good concept. Now, there are some major deaths in the story, and it gets pretty violent. So, yeah, that's why I'm making this a seinen. The reason why it's sci-fi supernatural is because of the fact that the Tag-Kurai Hikari has supernatural powers, and the fact that it's science fiction because, they're in space and everything. But it's a good twist, it's a good idea, and yeah, hey, I wanted to do this because, man, I can't think of things like right off the bat, but when I do get an idea, I run with it. Tell me what you guys think, comments below with this idea. And thank you, Hockey, for making up this tag. It's really interesting to come out and make a tag that is totally outside the box. Totally outside the box, man. Totally outside the box. So yeah, totally outside the box. Love it. Love the idea. Glad you went with it. And yeah, I'll probably upload this when you guys see this video. It'll probably be later tonight when I upload it, along with Crime Edge. And by the way, later tonight is going to be a live stream. Look forward to that. I'll talk about a bunch of stuff in that live stream. And yeah, I'll make a good, interesting thumbnail. It'll just be called, I don't know. I'll do something. Called Light and Dark. BANKAI922'S concept. Kurai Hikari. And tell me what you guys think. You think this could be, and when I got this idea, I thought, wow, this could be a good show if it was placed in the right hands. I mean, I wouldn't do the artwork, obviously. But, and it's interesting because the artwork would be very interesting because the way I have it in my head, the characters for the dark side of the planet would be completely black. Like, it's like one of those things, And then when Kurai and Hikari merge, they become like, you see like half of his face will be like white like this and black like this, and it merges into each other. And it will be one of those things. So it's an idea. I like this. So tell me what you guys think about it. If it was an anime, also, if it was ever animated, this manga, I'd probably put it in the same kind of magazine as, I don't want to say Berserk. Maybe not Berserk. It would probably be in the same magazine. I'm trying to think. Damn, I'm trying to think. Because it's seinen. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what magazine would it be put in. Probably it wouldn't be a shonen because it's a seinen, but it might be in the same magazine as Berserk. Maybe in the same magazine as Freezing. Yeah, why not? If there was such a thing, even though Freezing's a manga, it'd be like that kind of magazine. If there was a seinen magazine for seinens, That's the magazine we'll be in. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, comments below. Well, when I upload this, you know, tell me what you guys think. Thanks for taking my idea. You like it? You hate it? Give me thoughts. Give me thoughts of where you would want to see this manga idea, Kurai Hikari, put in. Where does it belong? You know, give or take. So yeah, this has been BANKAI922. I will see you guys later. Tonight will be a live stream. And I will do also Crime Edge tonight, the review. And I'll try to get to Ava. 3.0. Would be another clusterfuck with that. But yeah, this is BANKAI922. I will see you guys later.